Hello friends, welcome to ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today I will discuss about Puritan literature or literature of 17th century that can be divided into two parts, Jacobean period and Caroline period. And general characteristics or features of this Puritan period is already discussed in my previous video. Link will be provided in the description box. Today I will discuss about you can say the remarkable advancement in prose style and number of literary forms that developed in this age. So let us start with today's video. The Puritans were a group of Protestants in England during the 16th and 17th century who founded this movement due to their dissatisfaction with Queen Elizabeth I's settlement done in 1558 regarding the reforms of Church of England. This movement, rather religious movement, believed in cleansing the church of all its remaining ties with Roman Catholics. And these authors of Puritan literature, they wrote literature in plain style about God. Actually, they want their literature to be easier for everyone to understand about God. At first, these Puritans were devoted to religious matters only, but later on, some of them entered in politics or came to power, notably Oliver Cromwell, who became the Lord Protector of England, Scotland, Ireland after the King's execution, and under whom the theatres which are founded by Shakespeare were also closed under this Oliver Cromwell. Right? From 1630 onwards, they settled in New England, and most of them were adopted by congregations. They believed that Christ was the only head of the church, and they denied the monarch's supremacy. Their literature consisted of prose or poetry. They denied decoration within the church and emphasized on scriptures and preaching. They were well educated, and the sort of literature they disapproved were plays and dramas. And again, I have already told, it is under Oliver Cromwell. Many of London's theatres were ordered to be closed, including those which were founded by William Shakespeare. And this is already discussed in my one video under the topic the Global Theatre. Link will be provided in the description box again. And when we talk about Puritan literature, how can we forget about two of the most famous Puritan writers, John Milton, who wrote the poem Paradise Lost, and John Bunyan, the author of Pilgrim's Progress. I have videos on John Milton also. Link will be given in the description box. Next is about features of Puritan literature. When we talk about features of Puritan literature, their literature or writing style is so simple. There is no use of imagery or figures of speech. It is very simple to understand. They used long sentences, but very plain in their style. It means they are again easy to understand. And they used biblical allusions in their works. Many small details are used in the form of diary entries, and they have also emphasized on historical accounts. The purpose of their writing is to document history and reveal the glory of God, which later on became in the form of biography, autobiography, and essays also. So their writing purpose was to document history. They were Protestant reformers to reform the Church of England and later spread to the American colonies of New England. Their goal was to purify religion. They were mainly concerned to the unworthiness of the humankind before God, and their useless habit of possession. Their prose was focused on theological issues. They used to stick to the simple, plain, and orderly style. In spite of civil war, the output of prose during this time was excellent. There was a remarkable advancement in prose style, and number of literary forms also developed in this period. The prose of this age was totally different from Elizabethan or 16th century prose. It was loose in structure. Its writers freely used Latin words. Despite some drawbacks, it has many qualities. It has freshness of form. It has notable development in the sermon writing. Pamphlets were abundant, and in this period, through literature, history, politics, philosophy, all these fields were well represented. It was the, we can say, period of biography, autobiography, and personal essays. And the important prose writer of this age are Sir Thomas Browne, John Milton, John Bunyan, Robert Burton, which will be discussed later on one by one. And in spite of the Civil War, the prose output was, I have already discussed that prose output was excellent in its kind. There was remarkable advancement in prose style, we can say, and a number of literary forms developed. The literary forms are the sermons, philosophical works, historical works, then they have miscellaneous prose, then literary prose style, and one and the most important, the authorized version of the Bible. When we talk about the sermons, this period had been called as the golden age of the English pulpit. No doubt the violent religious strife of the time has much to do with the great flow of sermon writing, which is marked with eloquence, learning, and strong argument. Taylor, Fuller, Robert South, then Richard Baxter were great sermon writers of this age. And when we talk about philosophical works, on the moral side we have works of Thomas Browne, and on the political side we have Hobbes, and on the religious side there are works of John Hales. These works show growing knowledge and advancing scholarship along with strange conceits. And the prose, when we talk about the prose of Thomas Hobbes, his prose rise above all political and religious controversies. His most important work is the Leviathan. He was the secretary of Bacon, whom I have already discussed in my previous video. Then we have historical works. In it we have Clarendon and Fuller. They stand as a preeminent writers. Then in miscellaneous prose we have pamphlets of John Milton. Then Hobbes we have his work, and then Fuller's work. There were also short essays written by Owen and Feltham. Next is literary prose style. There were opposing tendencies found in prose style. The style was ornate, precise, and simple. Then the greatest work of this age is the authorized version of the Bible, which are made by different persons at different times. It is original literature itself, but this version came into existence as a result of conference. And what was the aim of the conference? This conference was held to consider the demands of these aggressive Puritans. So friends, this is about Puritan literature. I hope you will like the content, and if you like it, please hit the like button for moral sport, and like and share and subscribe my channel. And if you are new on my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. Thanks a lot for watching.